platform is Shay Seeking, and I'm back with the pickup. I kind of been just sitting around today, kind of like, ugh. You know how you be, if you do anything like this, you be like, I'm just tired of talking. You know what I'm saying? It's not even, I keep on hearing that song, Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood, but it's in a way of like, you know, I promise you I ain't on here begging or whatever the fuck this is. You know what I'm saying? It's like more like what I do on the channel. I think it's just shining a light and letting people make their own. You either gonna be high vibration or make, you know what I'm saying, the right assumption or whatever you don't take from this channel. Or you know you came here because you got some type of ulterior motive. Oh, that might be a water bottle or something expanding. Thought somebody moving around in my back seat. Yeah, it's like there's a very steady energy right now. Like it ain't even nothing else to say. We basically just filling in little blanks. There's nothing else really left to say or something like this. Okay. So somebody could be getting justice in a situation. This is just a random little thing. Okay. So justice can be maybe being had. We got quick communication in the garden in reverse. I think that's the I wish I would have brought glasses, but I didn't. I think that's the 8 of Wands in reverse. Something is not getting through to a bloodline. Maybe they're being left out of some type of communication here. I don't know why. But justice is being had. It's saying abundant legacy with these greens. I told you these is the people that's playing with the money or something here. We just don't know if we can trust them because these are people that's going to switch the script. It's like switch the script. See reciprocity? It's like, oh, for real, we're going to be fair this time. But once somebody play with your money one time, it's like, nah. So these are people that can kind of like snatch up money and opportunities and stakes and shares without you even knowing. Like we talking about children that have been, the children of God that have been left out of their inheritance. Other people know about this. They probably could be celebrating these inheritances, taking them, putting them in other people's names, putting assets, changing them, putting them offshore. Things like the Panama Papers, the Pandora Papers. You know, all this could have something to do with this. Also, there's displaced homes, properties, things like this that people are snuggled into. You know, maybe finances that have been given out where people are traveling the nation, traveling the world with this money or whatever like this, staying out of the way. So it's like somebody really want to run up on somebody. And since I'm not dealing with nobody, not even my own man, not even in my head really, I know this ain't about no damn man. Unless it's somebody that can't keep a motherfucker from looking over here because I sure ain't got my eyes on nothing. So it could be something else. We got the star energy, judgment, and the... Because I was feeling like earlier I was picking up that they're trying to throw a feminine energy. There's some celebrity girls, like maybe like Khloe Kardashian could be like what I say would be like on a reality TV higher level, whatever. But we've seen her date like a bunch of athletes and stuff. And I don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, there's basketball wives and stuff like this that made this dating basketball players and stuff like this popular. But I feel like there's an aspect to this. When you're trying to make an empress... And when you're trying to make an empress, I could see if an empress is like, I can't see it. I can't see it because people ain't supposed to be trying out the empress. They're not about to be playing with it. They're not supposed to be traveling towards the empress. Like people just ain't supposed to have access to the empress. Like the empress get up and go towards something and pick it up. Like, yeah, let me see that real quick. It don't go the other way around. You know what I'm saying? It just don't go the other way around. Especially if she don't have an emperor. If she's her own emperor, she's like, hey, let me get that real quick. You know, because I told you this back end shit or this dark shadow stuff is like getting out of hand. It's almost like somebody running through somebody, a whole bunch of, like on a spiritual, like running through somebody or whatever without the proper care or tending to. You know, at least these girls, you know, some of these girls that could deal in the athletic department with dating, anywhere from high school basketball or sports all the way up. Okay, their lifestyle reflects that. You understand? So it just make me think, well, damn, you mean an empress lifestyle can't reflect who she deal with? Like, this is like somebody that would be around kings and like higher. Like, what you mean? The empress life can't reflect that in her real life? It's, I don't know, something is weird about here. Reciprocity. So I don't know if these people been holding back, these green people been holding back something. Like I said, say there was like a Viseri energy, was like a father figure to me or something like this, and he was amongst the greens. What if he stayed amongst the greens and sent me north, right? Back when I was younger, like as a teen, or I don't know what they did with my body. I almost pick up on a Heru spell at a young age to dismantle somebody and then put them back together. Or what I picked up on, some deeply rooted ritual of castrating little boys as a young child, and then making them go through the process. So some of these people that you may think are transgender or they're going through this process, they had to be separated from their manhood. I don't know why. Okay, but I'm thinking this is something of the deeper. This is something else. Okay, we could be talking about, or this could be a thought of like a great person or a great mind at some point in time in history. But I'm getting that this is a real thing. All right, because beheading and decapitating, it doesn't always mean that like the head was actually taken off of somebody's body. It can be, okay. It can be. All right, could have somebody being a half breed, like your vassal is this, but this could have something to do with a different type of hybrid, put it like that. Somebody that's half like bot and half human or something like this. Okay, so, and I was even thinking about this earlier, like even somebody trying to dismantle a person or change a person's face or do something like this. Like even we talk about the Barbie movie or Barbie and Ken, that whole scenario, it's almost like popping the head off of a Barbie and then somebody and then putting like a dollar store Barbie head on the Barbie. Okay, or you know, a Dollar General Barbie head. You know, they be bigger and softer and funny looking. You put that on Barbie, her body is not fit for that or something. Okay, so somebody could be using somebody's identity. They have your physique, but the face or the head, the face is not the same or something like this. Okay, because I feel like somebody did that. Make sure that in the future you can't find these. And so it'll be like somebody finding the parts of. Remember, they could find everything except for the phallic. Now this don't have to be. You could be in a situation where they can find everything except for your head or your hand or your shit, your right foot. I don't know. Something is going on. Okay. We talk about things that's unseen and seen, right, on this channel. The shit that's out of this world a little bit sometimes. Okay. So we got death and magic, okay, and the emperor in reverse. So a white and black emperor, somebody that's of the dark and the light. Okay, maybe that was something of an emperor back in the day. Somebody had to get rid of somebody as an emperor. Replicas, we talking replicas and stuff like this too. It could just be a reminder, like it'd be like you looking at somebody like, damn. Even if some in the face, that little kid looked just like me or something like this, but not really. Like, I don't know, somebody doing something strange to. It'd be like some aliens is looking for one of their children on Earth, and they don't believe this shit that somebody's talking some kind of way, is ringing ears. Somebody want to know what, but there's other Earthlings here or people that are, you know, in between that know. They don't want to lose this person, or I don't know. It's just something weird. It's like hiding the baby or something. Like, I don't know. Because whatever this is, if you go towards it, if they were coming here to get you, You haven't even experienced the things you were supposed to experience or collect the little treasures or the things that you were supposed to collect on earth yet. So how do you explain this? Like, it's like somebody's alleged like alien sister or brother or spiritual sister or brother did something fucking despicable. They did something very despicable when it comes to dismembering a person or a being. Waiting patiently. Yeah, these people are moving ahead with something here. All right? It's off balance. Whatever they're moving ahead and doing is it's not right. It's just not right. Something is just not right. We got the Star Judgment and then the White Emperor, the all white Emperor. I just be paying attention to my surroundings. Wonder why they was trying to park behind me. Because they sure blocked me in at home. I'm like, damn, I got to go to the gas station. They was tightly blocked around me. They normally don't park like that at the house. They usually like do some kind of design or something like this. Where somebody can slide out from the other person or something if they had to. Or his car is parked in the front so I can just take his keys. I don't know. They just was blocking me in tight. Because I didn't have my car anywhere today. Yeah, temperance. Something is off balance. Struggle Avenue. Because these people are supposed to be going into the struggle. Something, it would be like Rhaenyra just plucking everything out of from there and saying, y'all wasn't supposed to be dealing with this or something like this anyways. I know what y'all did to separate me from this person or my dad or whoever Rhaenyra was to Ciri. I know what the fuck something was or something like this. Because it's almost like somebody like, after I'm gone, man, I love them. Or you can't do it. Like, whatever this is that you're trying to plan that I can feel, because I already knew. If you came on the scene, what the fuck was going to happen. So this is like somebody was separated from somebody for a long time. And this is like Stockholm Syndrome. And the person fall in love with the group of people that they got taken by. They call them family or something like this. And they know when the child come, that everything that the father built with them people gonna have to come down for this child to be who they gotta be. For a lot more people than just that small group that's narrating something deeply rooted, something really heavy, something that they were not supposed to have that much power and control over. And it's like, man, wait, after I'm done, you could call the shot or whatever. Like, I just can't see you. I can't let you come in here and destroy these people or something. Or destroy this system or mechanism, because we were picking up that prophecy that a child is going to come and they're going to destroy everything. Now, this could be another part of the people dying because of the sins of the father, something like this. Something has to fall. The thing is, like, the people that was connected to something, most of these people also more so, instead of collecting to around that child, that rising child from that sector or family or clan or what, not a clan, but like a family structure, most of the people is with those other people about the money, the greens or whatever this is, or these green people. Because even when they was like, oh, you know, what did they tell, who was it? They was like, Rhaenyra, you know, they're coming for you or whatever, the greens or whatever. That's another thing that I didn't get. But I told y'all I did not watch the thing. I just feel like at one point in time, Source was just throwing stuff in my face for me to remember. Just remember these kind of scenarios, okay? So I like to watch shorts and stuff. I don't even like to watch real full movies because anymore, when I used to be a movie fanatic, okay? And I just think it has something to do with my surroundings and the energy that's around me at this time, right? Maybe one day I'll have me a small, like, 2-seater theater bedroom or something, and I'll get back to watching movies and it'll be a fun thing, but for now it's just not. So I watch a lot of recaps and stuff on movies just to get the gist of it, right? Because I don't mind when people do spoilers, because I'm gonna comprehend the movie a whole different way than you did when I see it. So but that'd be like, nah, you know, it's like, it can't, you know, I can't do that. Something or a father figure built is going to be destroyed by the child. And it's because it attacked the child. Or the child is going to realize what actually really happened. The Magician. All right, there could have been some manipulation or something that went on with a bloodline. With that quick communication with the bloodline, I don't know. Like, it's like somebody didn't get the message about something. It could be the message about a missing child, or say these are children that could be afflicted by supernatural things, but they're not supernatural, so they can't do supernatural things. So I feel like a lot of people are threatening people like, hey, if you're gonna do X, Y, and Z, then you better be able to protect yourself. Well, you was always protected because stranger things have always happened around you, but you could be in the Holy Spirit energy. You cannot see those things. There's high-ranking people and shit like this. There's people that's in relationships in the spotlight that could have been connected to your energy. And if they have jealous girlfriends or something like this, you could get hurt. So I feel like somebody's like, oh, like, don't be messing with somebody's person. But what they're not telling you is some of these people are gravitating towards our energy, and we're not inviting them in. And then this is an abusive situation because they have activated their person or their mate who they're going to be working with on this earth, and giving them some type of gifts or powers or something like this, which these sneaky bitches wanted in the first place. So what? They could come and hit up the Empress. So that was the funny thing earlier, because we see somebody sitting on the devil, but the devil cares about somebody else or is caring for someone else. And then there's also an obsessed energy that is just standing over and they don't want to let go. So they want control over a being. Maybe man had control over the son or something like this in a strange way, and now the devil wants it or something like this. I'm the one that was here taking care of this child. You understand? Not you, not God, not nothing. And I'm going to do whatever this is. Something going on strange like this, okay? And the problem is because assets of the son that they're not getting the information from because of lack of knowledge about what they're deserving of, what's owed to them, what people are indebted of them, things like this. It's allowing for people to think that they could just own somebody or have somebody or take somebody. And that's the last thing that you about to be doing over here. All right? Yeah, the son, they don't want, what is this? The supporter of what? They want to act like that shit don't matter. That'll be like you owning the stocks or shares in Instagram and then find out that because somebody was dating somebody, this bitch didn't want you having an Instagram page to ruin your shit and have you kicked off Instagram or something, or have you blocked or ripped down one of your pages that you worked all this time to build up. And then they blocked you for like a whole year and hid your page. And then they put it back up because the person broke up and said, oh, I did block that person because I was dating that girl. And then you sue Instagram for all the shares because they wanted to play fucking games. Because somebody was in a childish situation with a relationship and they did some shit like that. It could have been some, incriminating or some information on somebody's page. Right? Yeah, struggle avenue. This is why some people struggle here. And again, so that a bloodline didn't get some clear, quick communication, somebody was doing manipulation. This could also be somebody around you as a conduit. When this person is around you, whether they're in the house with you, sitting outside your house, sneaking around your house, 100 miles away from you, somebody is going to siphon. So I know that these people are small-minded when they get from around them people, because most of this shit where people is getting drained, it can be people around you. Some of these people need the person in there with you. Your child, you got 10 more years to raise your child, better believe that child could be used. But there's also situations where we're being drained from a distance. So it really don't matter what the fuck you talking about. When you telling these people to leave their homes and be uncomfortable and run around and be scared, they gonna drain your fucking energy anyway. You understand? Unless, like I said, there's levels to it. Your energy ain't that important to be drained at that level, so you don't have to worry about that. So you can warn people on that level, and then there's some of them that are watching us secretly, and you don't even understand the level. You looking at it from your little ankle biter situation. You're not even looking at it from a higher standpoint, because you're so worried about people moving around so you could collect people and add them to your team, or collect people and add them to your dead bodies, or whatever this is. So they know that this is a struggle. This could be a battle between me and these people, because the truth could be coming out about what has happened in the past confirmation. what has happened in the past couple years. How did something like that happen? Right? So again, you know what I'm saying? You get taken by some people into the forest or something. You fall in love with a forest girl, a hobbit or something. You a giant. You get, you start dating this girl. Y'all start having children. Now there's generations now of your hobbit children mixed with these giant children. You know what I'm saying? And now they're a part of something. But like, how did you get there? You see, how did these people end up with all this fucking money and movement? Because it ain't even about the cash in your hand like this. It's about power moves. It's about making decisions. It's about making moves. It's about having as a conductor or a controller or a god or a creator. Like, people that's not creators are creating, and it's causing a big problem. Supporter of ambition, business, and success here. Okay, it's allowing for something that is the bones of this nation to be destroyed here. These are people that think that everything can be destroyed except for them, but they're the ones that's not even supposed to be here. These could also be diaspora or, triangular slave trade people, or that could also be people that have been through already 3 life cycles or something like this, and this coming to their ending. So the reason why they're doing this to us, that's just waking up and about to have our 3 cycles, and God is doing something different this time, they're trying to take those from us too. Or you, or whoever this is. And these people hide their faces. Like, they're not the one. I could be, I'll tell you why I don't like to show, because straight bitches is doing strange shit, I think, with my face. Or this is how, like, this is like, people know where you is one day, next day they don't remember where you is, because they was only given clearance to know who you, see your face and know where you were to go get a job done. After that, the information got to get deleted so that they don't go messing with you, right? But somebody could be not doing their job or something like this here. Yeah, so justice could be coming because there's something shady here. Right? There's something shady going on here in a situation. We got that sun coming in, shedding light on something. That's why these people is not wasting no time with whatever they're doing, moving money, moving files, moving something, because it's almost like a power struggle too. If some angels fell with these, or they've been having sex with these green ones, remember those wands? Right? But these could be fallen angels, because I said those wands that we seen going towards those green circles, those is, it's like almost like they have it was like an angelic presence, or like a supernatural or X-Men presence, so, or fallen angel presence going towards those green girls that have to either abuse them or sleep with them, to mate with them, with those 5 of wands. But it's going to build up more of a war again, because whatever they're building or whatever, every time they end up trying to rebel and run up on God's children and run up on something. So it's just, the shit just got to get stopped. It just got to get stopped here. During this reign, then think about how we can see it now. That's what we battling right now. The children that was created by the last fallen angels before whatever. Okay? And again, fortunately, it would seem like, unfortunately, but fortunately, it seemed like God is not taking care of his children, especially financially, because finances is what they're using to build another network above our heads to abuse us, right? Then it's like, well, why ain't God doing nothing or something like this, right? But if they built technology to block out God's connection to the actual child on earth, you understand? So it's something else, like something is just not a balanced out something. But the thing is, the sun is the layout, or the owner of the layout of the land, from the east to the west. So, oh, you don't want to play nice here? Okay, well then I know how to fix you. Now this could be where taxation comes in. It's about power move. It's hitting it people where it hurts, large groups at one time. Because God's children is going within. They're not really, they're not, their whole life is not dependable on tech. But you better know something about it, I guess, if people using it against you, right? I'm not saying none of them have been changed or altered, but some of us can't. And that's why we keep ended up some kind of thing here. Some kind of way. All right? Think about people that was on God's side. Like I said, the fallen ones, they not seeing something. Some of these people, again, we got about 4 years ago, we was in that timeline of, hey, did some of these people fall from heaven because of some ill treatment against the son with a Lord or a God energy or somebody that's playing God? Right? And they was like, nah, this ain't right. So there's different sectors or levels to these beings, I think. We got justice here. Okay, when angels rise, right? Could they be rising up against some kind of Lord or a God or imposter God or something like this, or real God? I don't know. Because of some kind of ill treatment of a child on earth to try to keep some kind of... Because I think that somebody else went and took that seat. They went through the levels and they got into some higher seat. And the thing up there is to make sure I don't get in the rightful seat. But we have justice prevailing here. But we know that, like I told y'all, when we first started this channel, we was having a problem with, and I was already forewarned that messengers and angels might be ending up my problem. But then I heard in somebody's song, like, you believe in angels more than angels. But then now somebody like, wait, you right. They don't like your ass. Or something like this, okay? So this could be they may not even be falling yet. Somebody might not even know they have a need or a means to be falling. Some of these people already. Things are being hacked midway or mid-air or mid-rise or something like this, right? So somebody shouldn't have did something here. Shadiness, the sun is shining, justice is coming, because somebody shouldn't have did something. Now these are the green man here. The running man, a green man. And that's why, yeah, we got justice again. Justice is doing something here. All right? Abundant Legacy Avenue here. It'll be like somebody saying, that's what you get for, okay, tread lightly, because this is giving me like the Selena story when the girl, when they was telling her, hey, why is these checks being filled out, you know, like this? Ain't you the one with this person's, you know, some of you could have at some point in time during your ascension, right? Y'all know what to do, especially if you're a seer or something like this. You've had people around you, like all around you. Some girls let that shit get to their head, and it did well for them. Some girls let it get to their head, and now they on their ass, and you can hear the soul ripped out their chest. You can hear the light ripped out their throat. Now they back online. You ain't seen her doing the readings in a year or 6 months or something. They back, and they're not the same no more. Right? So I've just seen it so many times. But I just don't know what I was about to say. I tell you, I keep on going blank today. That was another reason why I was going to let my brain rest. Since the headache is gone since earlier, I kind of rebuked it, and it kind of went away. I'm like, oh, dang, okay. Right? But I still wanted to rest my brain a little bit. I don't know, but this green man, somebody's last name could even be green. Shouldn't have done something. And I was just about to make a very prominent point, okay, about the girls that could have had their stuff stripped or whatever from them. Their light or something like this here. Maybe they said that the provider of authenticity and charm is not this energy here. This could be people trying to hide. I lost that. Maybe it'll come back to me. But people could be trying to hide their collaboration, forced conversations and collaborations of the mental of the son, and say, oh, the son is not feeding us, right? Because I noticed that when I was even watching a couple videos today, some of these people was on the same accord, but I slowed down. I did my little, I be feeling like some of them videos is like drop the mic videos. The one that we picked up from the biblical, God was saying that's all, whatever. They can play around if they want to, but that was a drop the mic video. You really ain't even do no more videos for the rest of the day, right? But then I noticed that there's something like people was feeling some kind of way, and then they start going with a narrative of somebody else, or they start going with a narrative of something, almost to show, don't one monkey don't stop the show, something like this. But they could have said that this is not who provides authority and charm. This not who we plugged into, and somebody got caught. Okay, we got soulmates, connection, place. Somebody can see clearly here. So they maybe just lied about not being connected to the sun on a certain level that would be illegal or would get them in trouble or something like this. Yeah, this is what's being revealed here. Because what I was saying, I think I was coming from the bathroom. I was coming from smoking a cigarette or something like this, and I was walking through the kitchen. And I'm like, hell, I need my intel and all my stuff to preserve for me and my people. The people that's going to be my people, and I'm going to be their people, or whatever this is. But I was also hearing, too, yeah, they think they slick trying to say, oh, take care of these. Okay, we just gonna leave since you so damn smart. You want to try to outshine us, or you want to look at it that way. But it's like, no, you gonna leave me with all them tools and shit that everybody, and then some. The shit that's supposed to be, yeah, in a sense, in a place where I'm actually really am untouchable, surrounded by, again, like Queen would be in her palace, surrounded by people that she can probably have trust, right? Have that type of protection, and then other protections come along with it. Other signals, other calls come along with it. It's something like this, right? Or it's like, just trust us and just come and jump and come with us now. And that something don't sound right about that. I'm trying to tell you, for somebody's situation here. Yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, okay? And then we have a Tower here. So there could be some lovers. Why is these lovers in the upright? Overflowing emotions. They could be saying, okay, we see clearly, leave it behind. You all in your emotions or something like this. And they about to get a Tower because they lying. Somebody's lying about, like, you was all sappy over somebody, or in your head you just think about sex all the time. Somebody's like, and you on your channel like, I don't even really have no urge to, yeah, I still need it, I'm a grown-ass woman, you know, it'd be nice, but ain't nobody like pining over. And somebody like, yeah, right, they looking at your retina scan, and you see a nice looking dude like, damn, this motherfucker fine, woo, and then you move on with the rest of your day. I mean, it's a piece of eye candy or something like this. You just seen this person. Maybe you even feel like y'all connected on another level. This is somebody that's reincarnated in a different form here. Okay? Maybe you may feel something like that. But somebody is trying to say that, like, all day you was just thinking about this person, and you was having sex with them in your head or something. And it's a lie. Somebody's just lying. Hangman energy. Somebody's just lying. All right? Yeah, so somebody's getting just here, okay? They could be lying because they want this abundant legacy. They're trying to make sure that they're going to be a part of something. This could also be like changing over information and intel from one language to another. Like, oh yeah, oh, that's what I was going to say. Something about like firing your accountant, right? Or like when they was about to fire that Yolanda girl, because she was handling Selena's stuff, and they was like, why are these people filling out these checks when they confronted her? So somebody could be getting confronted right now about your situation or mine, and this might be coming into a situation. Somebody's definitely Latino. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. All right. Moment of glory for the bloodline. This could also be that your family trying to act stupid, like, hey, was you doing this or something like this, right? But they already know that this person was doing it. They was doing it too, but they just gonna plot it all on this person, and then that's gonna also have somebody triggered, the family and that person that somebody thought that they can trust, all triggered against the one person, which is the star. Because in some of these situations, these children, you know, they're begotten. We'll just say that. The ones that actually is supposed to do something with their life. This could also be people that can see talent on people. And, oh, I'll take that child or whatever. They know the child going to be talented. Something more is not being told about a certain situation. All right? Yep. We got to leave it all behind. And the Wheel of Fortune with the, like being from the boat. What do you call it? You know, the steering wheel thing from the boat. You know what it's called, this thing. Piracy. There could be some pirates here that can't be trusted too. Some Moors. All right, they could have did something to this empress this empress that was married. Okay. There's joyous home garden. That's giving me a couple things here. This is how dangerous this is for people to be connected to cyber stuff that they don't know nothing about. Because when you make moves, then this is putting a target on your back. So it's something else when your mom say, I told you to stay away from them gangs, like don't go chasing waterfalls. And you had a choice. You could have went another way, not got stopped these gangs and work with and play with these gangs. You decide to do it anyways. But it's another thing when there's an imaginary world hanging on your back that you don't feel like you, no matter how somebody keep trying to push it to you that you was the coldest person in that arena. I don't remember, that was somebody else. So again, this could be somebody else's clone. I don't know. The clone could have been dealing with or sucked in by the Moors. This could be a masculine or a feminine that was connected to somebody so closely that they are you. So just imagine if you can feel your energy like, oh, this particular couple is getting a divorce and it's a couple in the limelight, and you feel your energy attached to that person heavily. Okay, so what you mean? Because if these people can't get, if certain of these people are these elements that can't get married or can't be couples or something, what the fuck do that mean? Because again, we talking like first marriages, first babies, shit like this. First marriages, first unions. And the spoils from that word God talk about in the Bible, like those first, they belong to me. Alright? Think about it like the part one of a movie is always the best. You know, part two can maybe something, but by the time part three, it ain't the same no more. Something was created with collaborations at some point in time, is what I'm saying. And it's a part of, this has something to do with business. A group of people is guilty for rejecting the head of something or the cornerstone of something and building something anyways with the tools and materials that belong to the cornerstone. You see what I'm saying? And it's kind of like crazy because, no, it ain't like, oh, well, we don't, no, the shit already been done. This is like back pay, like when you pay cable bill. And they like, no, month, and then next month this rolls into that and that. So it's like you paying ahead of the month ahead to always stay. It's something like that, or the month behind, or it's something about some kind of payment or flow of things.